Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the place you come to when you want to really get under the surface of a story, a text, a source.
That's right. We break it down and pull out the key insights.
And today, we're stepping into a world that, well, it looks pretty normal on the outside. Classic small-town America, you know?
Hawkins Hollow.
Exactly.
Yep.
But underneath all that, well, reality starts to bend. There's this ancient evil lurking.
Yeah, we're talking about Nora Roberts' novel, The Hollow. It's this really compelling story where this force wakes up every 7 years.
Right, the Seven.
Yeah.
And it challenges this specific group of people, these unlikely guardians.
So our mission today really is to unpack how Roberts weaves together just like everyday life with this intense supernatural conflict.
And how human connection, things like love, trust, friendship, actually become, well, a powerful weapon in this fight. It's fascinating.
It really is. And maybe what this whole story can teach us about facing our own, metaphorical demons.
We're treating the book itself as our main source, like a detailed report on this incredibly intense situation unfolding in Hawkins Hollow.
And what's so effective about The Hollow is how Roberts uses that seemingly ordinary backdrop. It makes the extraordinary stuff feel even more jarring, more real somehow.
Yeah. It's not just, oh, here's a monster. It's digging into things like inherited trauma, psychological warfare.
And the sheer resilience you find when people band together. Unity.
Okay, so let's start with the setting itself. Hawkins Hollow. You mentioned it seems ordinary. Roberts describes it as tidy, a little old-timey.
With old stone townhouses or shops, painted porches, high curbs. Yeah, it paints a picture, doesn't it? Like perfectly serene, almost too perfect.
And that's the kicker, right? That deceptive normalcy. It's the hunting ground for Lazarus twists.
The big evil bastard, as they bluntly call him.
He preys on the town during that recurring 7-year cycle, the Seven.
And the really insidious thing about this demon twist isn't just that he's, evil. It's his method. He messes with your head.
Manipulates perception, reality itself.
Exactly. It's not just about what you see. It's about what he makes you believe, or maybe more importantly, what he makes you not see or forget. It's deeply psychological, designed to isolate you, terrify you.
It gives me chills just thinking about how Roberts shows this. Like the Crow incident.
Oh, yeah. That's a prime example.
Fox and Layla are right there in the middle of town. And suddenly, dozens, maybe hundreds of crows just descend.
Smashing glass, total chaos, attacking them directly. Fox is literally shielding Layla with his own body. It's a nightmare.
But here's where Roberts really hammers home the demon's power. While Fox and Layla are living this absolute horror.
Look at the people around them. Nothing. Just carrying on.
No one saw them, or no one who did found them remarkable. That line is just, wow.
Drivers don't stop. People walking by don't even blink at this, Hitchcock-level bird attack happening right in front of them.
So it's not just an attack. It's like an erasure of reality for everyone else.
Which leaves Fox and Layla feeling completely alone, probably questioning if they're going crazy. It's that subtle manipulation that's almost scarier than, like, a big, flashy monster.
Absolutely. It's a pervasive, creeping kind of dread. So, okay, faced with that kind of insidious evil, who stands against it? It's not just anyone, right? They're the chosen six.
Yeah, a really specific group. Guardians and Descendants. It kind of starts with 3 guys, the Blood Brothers, Fox, Cal, and Gage.
Their connection goes way back.
Deeply connected to the demon cycle, actually. When they were 10, on their shared birthday, they had this really intense, traumatic experience together.
At the Pagan Stone, that creepy place in Hawkins Wood.
Right. And they made a blood pact there, sealed their bond, tied them to the Hollow, to each other, and, well, to this fight. Roberts really emphasizes that shared origin, like their unity was almost destined.
So let's break them down. Fox Adele, he's the local lawyer.
Yeah, and he's got this sort of natural curiosity and enthusiasm about him. His power is telepathy.
Reading thoughts, emotions, but also shielding. That seems important.
Oh, hugely important. Then there's Cal. He's kind of the grounded one, very protective. His ability is to break down illusions, see through the demon's tricks.
And Gage Turner, he's more cynical, right? But loyal.
Fiercely loyal, yeah. And he shares Cal's ability. He can also cut through the illusions, see the reality underneath.
Okay, so that's the 3 guys. Then we have the women, Layla, Quinn, and Sybil.
And their connection is different. They're descendants of the original Demons line through Anne Hawkins' complicated history, but they stand against it.
Layla Darnell works with Fox, right, his
Right.
legal assistant.
And she's descended from Anne Hawkins. She's just starting to develop her powers, telepathy, empathy, and she's terrified by it. Terrified of that connection to the darkness in her bloodline.
That's a heavy burden. And Quinn, she's a writer.
Yeah, partnered with Cal. Her ability is fascinating. She can flash back to things that happened before, almost like touching an object or being in a place, lets her see its past. Historical empathy, kind of.
Wow. And Sybil, she's with Gage.
Right. Sybil's the researcher. Very logical, methodical. She's described as the calm, insightful voice of reason. Her ability is more precognitive. She gets images or even just possibilities of what's coming next. Glimpses.
So it's like each one brings a different piece to the puzzle.
Exactly. Roberts crafts this perfect synergy. It's not just about having powers, it's about having the right powers, the right combination to counter Twist's specific brand of psychological attack.
Like a lawyer's telepathic shield, a writer's connection to the past, a researcher's foresight.
Precisely. It suggests that even when you're facing this, chaotic supernatural evil, things like logic, history, understanding, they're just as vital as raw magical power. It's a really interesting mix.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because these attacks, they're not random, are they? The demon uses their own stuff against them.
Oh, completely. It's a masterclass in psychological warfare. He finds your deepest fear, your oldest trauma, and throws it right back in your face. It makes the fight intensely personal for each of them.
Roberts doesn't hold back on showing how visceral that is. Like for Fox, the spiders.
Ugh, yeah. His office just covered in them, leaping on him, hungrily bit. It's designed to tap into that primal disgust and fear.
Or even worse, the illusion of his family's farm burning down.
With his dogs trapped inside. That hits him where he lives, pushes him towards reckless action because it feels so real, so immediate.
And then there's Carly, the ghost of Carly.
That's maybe his deepest wound, his former girlfriend who was, destroyed by the demon during previous 7.
Because Fox tried to protect her by keeping her separate. Right. Keeping her ignorant of the danger.
Exactly. And his guilt over that, his grief, it's like an open door for the demon. Twist constantly uses Carly against him, even making him dream of Layla suffering the same fate. It shows how unresolved trauma becomes a weapon in the enemy's hands.
And it's not just Fox. The demon tailors the cruelty.
Absolutely. Gage is forced back into the trauma of his abusive father. Cal has visions of the whole town destroyed, everyone he loves dead. It's pure psychological torture.
Quinn experiences being lost, unable to find her way home, unable to reach Cal. Total isolation.
Sybil suffers temporary blindness, an attack on her very ability to see, to perceive.
And Layla, beyond the snake attack, which plays on her ophidiophobia.
There's that horrifying dream state violation tied to her ancestor, Hester Deal. Roberts really goes there, showing the depth of the trauma, the inherited pain she's forced to experience. It's incredibly disturbing.
It really is.
Yeah.
But there's something else going on too, isn't there? Counterbalance. The guys, Fox, Cal, Gage, they have this resilience.
Yes. The supernatural healing, its key element. They get battered by these attacks, sometimes physically manifested bruises, cuts, even broken bones from reacting to illusions.
Like Fox, after the spider attack or the fire illusion, he gets hurt.
Right, but they heal incredibly fast. Broken bones mend in hours. Severe bruises fade overnight. It's not that they don't feel pain or trauma, but their bodies just bounce back.
It underscores their inherent strength, doesn't it? Their connection to the Hollow, maybe. Their role as guardians.
Exactly. It hints that they're meant for this, that they have this innate capacity to withstand, to endure, and to rebuild.
So if the demon's whole strategy is isolation and fear, exploiting personal weaknesses, what do they figure out is the best defense? What's their counterweapon?
Well, this is where Roberts gets really interesting. It comes down to connection, love, trust, unity, but not just in a fuzzy, emotional way. It's almost psychic. Tangible.
Especially with Fox and Layla.
Right. Layla starts out so afraid of her powers, afraid of what's inside me, that demonic heritage. She even tries to keep her feelings for Fox separate, compartmentalized.
But Fox encourages her, right? Tells her to open a door in her mind, to practice using her abilities. He builds that trust.
He does. And that moment during the Hester dream rape nightmare, it's pivotal. Fox doesn't just comfort her afterwards, he actively pushes calm into her mind during the experience. He promises psychically, I won't let him touch you again.
Wow, so it's like a shared consciousness thing.
Almost, yeah. Their psychic link and their physical intimacy become intertwined. Layla realizes it helps her find her balance. It turns her vulnerability into a point of connection, a source of shared strength. Individual weakness becomes combined power.
That's powerful. And it's not just them, is it? The whole group dynamic.
Definitely. Sybil, the logical one, spells it out. Intense human emotion, emotion that draws from a well of affection, is a hell of a lot more potent than anything the son of a bitch can throw at us.
So Roberts is saying the genuine human connection, the deep friendship between the guys, the love between the couples, Cal and Quinn, Gage and Sybil, isn't just nice to have, it's an active defense. A weapon.
It's literally their shield, their power source. It fuels their resilience.
It even changes how they handle their own secrets. Like Fox finally telling Layla about Carly. He was so afraid it would break them.
Right, classic fear and guilt talking.
Right.
But Layla's reaction, her understanding, she doesn't judge. She offers this perspective. You might have changed it, or it all would have taken a different route to the same end.
That's incredibly insightful.
It is, and it helps Fox release some of that paralyzing guilt. Roberts shows us that vulnerability, being honest, even when it's hard, doesn't weaken the bonds. It actually makes them stronger, more resilient.
Okay, so they're learning to trust each other, learning how their connection is a weapon, but they realize they need more, right? They can't just keep defending cycle after cycle.
Exactly. They need a solution, a way to break the pattern or at least fight back more effectively, and that leads them on a quest for knowledge.
To Anne Hawkins' journals.
Yep, hidden literally inside the walls of Fox's family farmhouse. Talk about secrets buried deep.
And these journals, they're like the Rosetta Stone for this whole thing.
Pretty much. They learn about Giles Dent, the original Guardian who fought Twiss centuries ago. They get the history, the context, realize this battle has been fought across lifetimes.
And Anne's own experience.
Yeah.
Giving birth while Giles was fighting the demon nearby. That's just, wow. Life asserting itself against this ancient darkness.
It's incredibly potent imagery, and this history, combined with Sybil's methodical research...
She puts her analytical mind to work.
Right, and that's how they uncover the details of the ancient blood ritual needed to confront Twiss directly. Roberts makes it clear it's not just random magic, it's specific, rooted in the Hollow's lore, requiring precise actions and elements.
And all six have to do it together. Boy, girl, lined up at the pagan stone.
Back where it all started for the guys. It uses specific things. Salt, white candles, spring water, herbs.
And blood, drawn with Cal's knife, while chanting specific words.
Well.
Every detail Roberts includes reinforces that idea of unity, history, reclaiming that tainted space.
It all builds towards the climax, the hike to the pagan stone, and Roberts makes that journey itself a battle.
Oh yeah, the crazy, illusory storm. Thunder rumbled across the clear sky, and the rain pelted down.
Next roared the wind in frigid, sweeping gusts. The demon is throwing everything it has at them, trying to break them before they even get there.
But they don't break. That's the incredible part. They literally link arms.
Form a human chain, yeah. Holding on to each other, singing defiant songs. You know, Nirvana, Springsteen, Pearl Jam, Sheryl Crow. It's such a human act of defiance against this overwhelming supernatural terror.
Raindrops on roses, my ass, as Gage says.
Yep.
It's gritty, it's real, it's them pushing back together.
So they finally reach the stone. They start the ritual, lighting the candles, adding the salt, the water, the herbs.
And then drawing the blood, each one adding their essence to the bowl.
And Twiss retaliates. Fiercely. Fox feels claws on his back, gets spun around, blinded by light and heat. It's chaotic, violent, a desperate struggle just to stay connected physically and mentally.
But they hold on. Their linked hands, their shared purpose that becomes their anchor. Layla hears Fox's thought crystal clear. Live or die, it would be together.
That's the core of it. They refuse to be isolated. And then the fire. It engulfs the stone, then seems to pour back into the ritual bowl.
Leaving the bloodstone underneath whole again. Unbroken.
A clear sign. They did it. Whatever the ritual was meant to do, it worked. It's a victory, hard won, forged entirely in their unity.
The aftermath sounds just exhausting.
Oh, completely. Profound exhaustion, but also relief, accomplishment. They're battered, bruised, but they survived. They held the line.
What we did must have been right. And that quiet realization, we didn't run.
That says it all, really. It cements their bond, their commitment to each other, and to protecting Hawkins Hollow.
So the immediate threat is dealt with, at least for now.
Yeah.
What does Robert show us about life after the battle? How do they move forward?
Well, it's not like everything just snaps back to normal, but they actively choose normalcy. They strive for a future that weaves their extraordinary reality with ordinary human desires.
Like Fox's idea for Layla? The boutique.
Exactly. He envisions her opening a fashion boutique right there in Hawkins Hollow, which sounds almost mundane, but it's actually this huge act of faith. It's planting a flag for life, for creativity, for a future in this place that's been cursed.
And Layla eventually embraces it, right? After the ritual gives them that breathing room.
Yeah, she sees it as possible. It's about cultivating life, not just defending against death.
And family becomes a big focus too, but in really modern ways.
Totally. Quinn and Cal are planning their wedding. They call it their white ritual. A beautiful symbol of hope, of building something new and positive together.
And the thing with Fox's sister, Sage.
Oh, that's such a powerful moment. Sage asks Fox to be a sperm donor so she and her partner Paula can have a child.
Wow. That must have hit him hard, in a good way.
Incredibly, it gives him this profound sense of purpose, connection to the future, something completely outside the darkness they fight. Layla sees the light come back into his eyes, replacing that old sadness about Carly.
So Roberts is really showing that true victory isn't just about beating the bad guy.
No, it's about choosing life. Choosing to build, to love, to create family and community, despite the darkness that might return.
And they know it might return. Their commitment doesn't end.
Not at all. They uphold their oath. Their shared goal is to make sure the ordinary people of Hawkins Hollow can keep right on doing the everyday, even during the week of July 7th every 7th year. They become the shield for normalcy.
It's an enduring responsibility they've accepted. Wow, what a journey diving into the Hollow.
It really is. Roberts gives us this thrilling battle against a truly terrifying evil, yeah, but she digs so much deeper.
Into the resilience of people, the incredible power you find in connection, in trust, especially when things feel overwhelming.
And these characters, even with their powers in this crazy situation, they're dealing with stuff we all recognize. Fear, finding your purpose, the weight of the past, the importance of love and community.
Robert shows how facing the things that scare you the most can actually lead you to find your greatest strengths.
And forge the bonds that really matter, the ones that hold you together when everything else is trying to pull you apart.
So maybe the takeaway for you, listening, is something to think about. In our own lives, where we face forces, maybe not demons, but things that feel overwhelming, things that try to isolate us, where does real courage lie?
Is it just about having power, or is it more about the choice? The choice to keep living, keep building, keep loving, even when the future feels uncertain.
And how much do those personal connections, those bonds we forge, truly anchor us when the ground beneath our feet feels like it's shaking?
Something to definitely ponder.
Absolutely. We'll leave you with that thought until our next deep dive.